Yo, so I wanted to make a quick video about the number one thing that makes a magnetic brand and makes people buy from you over and over again and spread your message like wildfire, right? And I'm going to give you the example in a story through a motorbike I recently bought. I bought an electric dirt bike and it's called a Stark Varg. I'll put a picture on the screen here if I remember. And I spent a considerable amount of money on this bike. Loved the brand, loved the CEO, loved everything about how this company was going. So I didn't have any buyer's remorse, just bought this bike and was so excited for this thing to turn up. Waited for about a week, turned up at the house, and I built the bike and it wasn't working, which I was a bit upset about because I was so excited to go and ride this new bike. Turned up and for some reason the throttle wouldn't work, and because it's electronic, there was an electronic problem with the wiring. So went back and forth with the support team from Stark, from the company, and they were really good with me. They were really fast with communication, really fast with giving me answers to questions I had. And this is what basically was the deal breaker for me, and how I knew I made the right buying decision, right? Because I've bought products in the past from brands, and when the product arrives at your house, that's it. There's no more interaction with the company. There's nothing. You just left to your own devices. And if a product is broken, or it's not to your standards, or it's just a shit product basically, then you get pretty upset. And then if you want to return the product, sometimes it can be a nightmare, right? Which to me is not a very good customer experience at all. Now, even though this bike turned up that I bought and it was faulty out of the box, granted now I've ridden it for a couple of weeks and it is absolutely insane, the customer service that Stark provided to me, and the fact that they went out of their way to such a degree where an engineer from Stark in Spain phoned me and said, look, are you free now? Let's jump on a voice call, like a video call, and I will remotely connect to your bike and we'll try and diagnose what's going on. I even had the CEO of the company message me on Instagram telling me he'd heard that I'd had a problem with the bike, and he literally updated me saying, look, I've been in touch with the customer support team, everything should be sorted soon. Like, the level of support I got was like mind-blowing. I felt so special as a customer, and rightly so. I've just spent over 10 grand on a bike, right? So I felt I got the best customer service anybody could ever ask for. I was blown away, and the bike was sorted with a spare part. It was a bit of a wiring problem, and they sent the wiring harness out. I fitted it, and the bike worked straight away, and I was over the moon. But the point in this video is, you might have your premium product, right? You might have the best product in the world in a certain niche, right? But if you haven't got the customer experience to back it up, you're not going to go as far as you could. Sure, you will make sales because you've got a great product. But if you think about the customer experience and build that in and bake it in to your actual product at every single touch point that your customer goes through, before they've bought from you, during their buying process, and after they've bought, more importantly, you will win, right? Because what do you think I want to go and do now? I'm literally shouting from the rooftops of how good this company is. I didn't know the CEO of the company would message me, you know? I literally felt like it's going to be an absolute nightmare, pain in the ass, to get my bike sorted, but it wasn't. And this is why I will now recommend this company to anybody who is in the market of buying an electric dirt bike, because I've had nothing but good things, even though the products arrived faulty, which, you know, shit happens. I understand that. It's a new-ish company. They're growing, but they are putting the customer first, and they've helped me out. My bike is working now. I am a happy customer. And if, let's say for example, 2 people watch this video and 2 people go and buy Starks, right? That's 2 more people who bought a Stark. 2 more people off just me saying good things. And then if those 2 people say good things and they tell 2 of their friends, you can see just how fast this growth is. And it doesn't matter if you're selling a £10,000 electric dirt bike or a £100 Hoover. Build customer experience in to your product, and you'll go so far, so much further than the competition. And one of my early mentors when I was starting to sell on Amazon, God, I'm so tired. I met him in Big Bear in California. I've lost my hat and I'm at like 7,000 feet elevation, so it's quite tiring walking up hills and trying to talk. Anyway, one of my early mentors told me that the competition is weak. And I've only really truly grasped that recently with this experience, because once most people have a good product, they don't think about anything else. They just sell the product, and sure, that's okay. But if you really want to take your brand to the highest potential, to make it a really, really premium product and a really premium experience for your customers, bake in customer experience at every single touch point. And you can't lose. You can't lose. Because nobody does it. So if you come in and you're competing against the most premium of brands in your niche, but they have a shit customer experience, all you have to do is make a good customer experience and a decent product, and you'll win. Because everyone's going to start talking about what they experienced when they bought from you versus a competitor. So customer experience really is something that people miss out on. They just have a good product, sell it, fine. Don't do that. Literally. Bake good customer experience in. Think about what happens before a customer even buys from you. How can you influence their decision? Like for me with the Stark, I was listening to marketing podcasts, which the CEO, the owner of the company, was on. And I was just listening to the way he was talking about his company and what his values were, where he wants to take the company, all the benefits of the product. And I was just like, man, I need this. I need to buy this bike. So I did. As soon as I bought the bike, I got a phone call almost immediately from their team, like telling me how the whole delivery process was going to work. So I knew, because it's not just something that fits for your envelope package. This was like a 160 kilo box that turned up on my doorstep. So they were making me aware of what was going to happen once I bought this bike. So I was like, okay, cool, fantastic. And then once it did turn up, I had every single bit of support I needed to build the bike, to get the bike running, and to get going. And now I just want to shout from the rooftops of how good this brand is. And you can do the same in literally any market, any niche, any product. I'm confident of that. So with that said, let me know in the comments what you think of this one, guys. And there'll also be a link in the description below where you can check out what me and Peter, my business partner, have been up to, and you can apply to work with us if you want to grow your own premium brand that is around for the long haul. So yeah, take care, guys. See you in the next one.